Hi everyone, Sherry from Granny's Sewing Room stopping in to tell you hi and let you know what I'm working on today. Do a little chatting with you. So I want to welcome all my new subscribers and tell you thank you very much for tuning in and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for sharing my channel. I certainly do appreciate it. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell on the side of the bottom of the screen so you can be notified when I upload new videos. So, and what I'm working on today, another ABB Dondi top. ABB Dondi top. And this is the fabric. I've already got it cut out and it sews up fast, we all know that. The only thing I'm going to do different, I did cut out a size 12. I kept the full bust adjustment in the round back. I kept all that in there. I forgot to use stay tape the first time around, so I had to kind of go back and open my top of my shoulder and my neck collar to put it in. So this time I'm going to remember to put some stay tape to help it not droop down as much, because it still does droop down. And the collar I think I'm going to do cut out a 15 wide instead of 13. I really don't like the seam joining the collar to the top, so I'm going to try to make my collar wider so when it falls down it might cover it more. And then I'm also going to, instead of adding the 2 inches to the collar, I'm going to add a little less to the length of the collar. You're supposed to measure your top neck, your collar opening, and add 2 inches to that. Well, I'm going to make it a little smaller so I have a little more stretch, so it might stretch up a little more to be hugging, and the larger, wider collar might fall over and hide that seam a little more. You know, I know you don't really see it, but we do, you know, that's so, and that kind of bugs me. And I'm going to make my sleeves quarter length this time. So I will get this sewed up and I will show you some of my progress as I sew. Hey, has anyone told you you're special today? If not, let me be the first, because you are in God's eyes. Top I have on fits pretty good. I don't know why I'm just not using this top. You know, I've already got it fitting the way I like it. So, and I could probably, well, I could put the Dondi collar right on this. So I don't know why. I think maybe I'll use this pattern to make the dress that I'm going to try to get made next week out of that navy blue with border print fabric. Okay, I ordered stretch denim from Amazon. So that's supposed to get here this week or next week. But I want to try these stretch pants from Style Arc. And they're called the Jelly Jean. The Jelly Jean. And I think that's just a fake zipper and button there. I think it's elastic. I'm not sure. But I will read on that. But I want a stretch, straight leg, and stretch denim. They always give you a little sample piece of fabric. Ooh. None of this is stretch. So maybe it's not a stretch. Maybe I'll have to make the bar pants with that, with the stretch denim. So I made a mistake. Oh, what's new? So anyway, so I have some stretch denim coming. Have a couple things coming. That's the only fabric I have. I would go to Joann's to look for fabric, but I just can't stand my Joann's. I can't stand how they treat you there, and you know, they just raise the prices, and I don't know. I'm not a Joann's person to just go shop unless there's one that's changed in my neighborhood, but there hasn't. So, but anyway, what else am I going to do this week? Today's Tuesday. Hoping to get my grandbaby toward the end of the week. Take my sister shopping toward the end of the week. meet up with a girlfriend. Her daughter's getting married, and I'm gonna embroidery some names on her robes that she's given out to her bridesmaids. So I'm gonna meet up with her and get that done. All right, so I pinned one of my sleeves down, and I'm going to sew with the sleeve edge or the top of the sleeve on the bottom, since the feed dogs feed it. And there's just a little easing I need to do, so I think the feed dogs will help do some of the easing. So I'm gonna just start sewing 3/8 of an inch and let you watch the first sleeve. I already got the shoulders done, and I remembered to put my stay tape in it. See? Woohoo! So, and then I will just ease the top of the garment into the sleeve, but I'm putting the sleeve on the bottom so the feed dogs can help pull in some of that ease. I've got my sewing guide here at 3/8, the little metal thing, that magnet. I have a stretch needle in my machine, and you know, I never knew a stretch needle kind of makes your stitches a little like a little zigzag. I didn't know that. Line them up. I'm going to get the line or the edges, raw edges, as even as possible. Now, I didn't even use my serger last time, and you really don't, because the knit doesn't ravel, and we're not even sewing that big of a seam. Allow it, so and I kind of just like to cut off my notches. I usually just put a clip in them, but not bad. Oop. See, I got a little, I didn't stretch it. I don't want no pucker there. I think it's good. I hope you can see it. All right, there's the sleeve all sewed in. When I start sewing my side seams and arms together, The first point that I worry about is my underarm seam. I make sure those seams are together and I put a pin in there, and then I start adjusting every other point. My next one is I go down to the bottom of the bottom of the shirt, and I put a pin to join them two seams together. Then I look for my notches, and I just start putting pins from the end to the notches. Sometimes the notches don't match up quite as well, but I like my certain points, especially under the arm. You want that seam to be right on. So I'll just start sewing. And I was told you need to sew in the same direction. If you started at the bottom, on the first seam, side seam, you need to start at the bottom for your next side seam. You need to sew in the same direction. So I will just start working on the side seam here. Making sure my edges are lining up and do not stretch. Just let the machine slide it through. You don't want to let your knit hang because that'll distort it. And I just do a little bit at a time and readjust. Okay, here's my top without the collar. It's a size 12 with the full bust adjustment, the round back. Whoa, I would have to, if I was going to leave it scooped, I'd have to bring that up a little bit. But I'm going to get the collar done. So, guys, this took me an hour to get it cut out in 1, 2, 3, 4 seams. 4 seams. And that's not counting the collar, but I mean, I'm under an hour. I really am. I already had my fabric laid out, so if you count laying out the fabric and stuff, but I had my fabric all laid out, and I just cut it out this morning, and, you know, within an hour, I have this already done. So, easy top to make. ABB Dondi top. So I'll get my collar done, and I'll be back to show you what I look like. Okay, so how I am going to do this, I marked my 3/8 seam allowance and folded it over. So I don't have one of them rolling things. I just have a tape measure. So I'm putting my tape measure and I'm just going to go around my neck edge. And I cut a size 12 out. So this says 13. So I times that by 2. 13 and 13 is 26. And I'm supposed to add 2 inches for ease, I guess. So I'm going to do 26, 27, 28. Ooh. So I'm going to cut it out 15 by 28. I think that's too big. So, but I'm good, then I can take it in if I need to be. So 15 wide by 28 long is what I'm cutting out. All right, my top is done except for the bottom hem. Got to hem that up a little bit. Clip some threads. The collar I made smaller, but it still shows the seam that joins the collar to the top. So my next Dondi top I make, I'm going to try a different t-shirt pattern. I'm going to try one that doesn't cut as low around the neck, because I think this needs to come up. I don't want to see that seam. You can't see it real well in dark fabric, but here it is. Size 12 bust adjustment. I think I got a few little wrinkles here, so I probably, since I went with the size 12, need to do a little bit larger bust adjustment, probably another 1/2 inch. But I'm happy. Did quarter length sleeves. Got this done, and it's not even noon yet. So started on it about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it's not even noon. So very easy top to get made. Hope you like it. Thank you guys for watching me today. I hope you liked my video and walking through the Dondi top I made today. You guys go out and do something creative. Have a great day. God bless. Bye-bye, everyone.